Hey, there we go. Hey, Matt.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Fantastic. An honor to be on the call with you. And thank you for joining me a few minutes early. I had a no-show on one of my appointments, so it's delightful that we got a little bit more time. So that's fantastic. If you
Good.
so desire, that is. So did you get a chance to watch my short little video?
To be honest, I haven't had hardly any time with my job is I'm in cybersecurity
Okay.
and we were running an implementation for a client last week and everything completely blew up.
No worries at all.
So
Thank you
it
for what you're doing there. I mean, we
yeah,
need cybersecurity these days. I'm telling you, it's
yeah,
getting worse,
seriously.
I think, instead of better. So you
Mhm.
certainly got job security with that one.
Thank you.
The video was just an introduction. I can give you the story depending on how our conversation flows. The main purpose of this is to see how we can help each other in this real estate business. So.
Sure.
Give me a little background on yourself, your journey into real estate, and what I can do to help.
Yeah, so my uh, story is actually a lot like Pace's. His father grew up in construction and contracting, and I grew up in the same. I mean, he took me to all of his jobs when I was a kid,
Okay.
and while I tell him, I kind of joke about it all the time. Like my friends were at the pool, and I was on rooftops. And I hated it so much, but it saved me so much money now, specifically. It's been incredible. My own home owning journey. Me and my wife were able to get our two bathrooms remodeled by pretty much ourselves,
Wow.
just based on the skills that I had and was able to teach her as well. So I've always been interested in real estate. I think just by nature, it's been something that just has been part of my family. Fixing and flipping was a big part of my dad's uh, it was part of my dad's story and still
Hmm.
is to some degree. He's moved over to cars now.
Okay.
So he's doing that. But yeah, I'm really interested in owning, especially because I'm in Birmingham, Alabama, in the southeast United States. And it's an older city that has a lot of just beautiful property that has either turned over in recent history and is being sold, and the market's getting warmer in certain areas. But there are also areas where there are a lot of underserved families and lower income housing and those types of things.
Hmm.
So the idea that I've had is I want to start out with this Gator journey, and I want the Gator journey to fund a sub two journey as well, and have sort of this cyclical relationship between businesses where
Hmm.
my sub two deals are able to help me lend more, and because I'm lending more, I'm getting more profits to put back into homes and those types of things.
Yeah.
So that's my long-term goal and plan. Obviously, I want to help out as many people as I can along the way. I'm very much a giving person. I love to be generous with my time and my finances, my energy,
Hmm.
and that's also kind of it's also kind of scary in this world too, right? Like
Hmm.
because I work in cybersecurity, I know that people can pretend to have good intentions all of the time, but
Right.
the reality may be the exact opposite, you
Yeah.
know? And
Right.
so I'm very, very cautious. And I think that because of that, it's made me a little bit hesitant to do some business with folks.
Hmm.
I mean, I've only just started my LLC. I'm working on the banking information and working through some courses to figure out how best to set up my business credit
Hmm.
and get those things rolling. So um, all that to say, hopefully within the next few days, I'll be able to start sending money, but I just need the right people to connect to, and I need
Right.
to find the right opportunities to do that. And I'm still learning so much. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like drinking from a fire hydrant,
It
and
really is. Yeah. Yeah.
even somebody like myself who even grew up around houses, who
Hmm.
grew up around real estate and working in homes, like the paperwork and the process, it's almost like overwhelming at points.
mm,
but I'm really looking forward to the relational aspect because I'm a very relational person,
mm.
as you can tell by how much I've already talked.
Yeah, no, it's
So,
great. It's super. And you're singing from the same song sheets as me,
mm,
in that regard. I'm attempting by doing this on a daily basis. I network with anywhere from one to five, six people a day doing
mhm,
these Zoom calls. And I pick these from Zoom calls that I attend
mhm,
within the community. So, and my goal is to create a community with the goal of eliminating that risk,
mhm,
a chance to get to know each other because I think the biggest mistakes we can make in this business is just rushing, being in a rush
mhm,
and not getting to know who we're doing business with.
right.
It's I think business partnership, we can call it that, is
Mhm.
next to marriage, right? I mean, it's the next
Yeah,
step down, but it has to be at that deep level where we understand and know each other and trust each other.
yeah.
And with that in mind, I've started following what Pace does. I was very shy of social media and things, and I especially think it's relevant what you're saying about and what you do with
Mhm.
cybersecurity, because it's only going to get worse with AI. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it's going to be so hard to tell what's real and what's not real, and so I think you're definitely your mindset is on track, and I think the importance of communities is only going to grow because of that, you know.
Mhm,
And so, um, a little bit about me. I've recently restarted my YouTube channel with that in mind.
mhm,
I've got two threads on that. I like to publish the networking that we do, so everybody in my little YouTube channel can get to know each other. It speeds that process up. And also, I'm doing an educational thread of large multifamilies, and you're in fix and flips, but it's an opportunity for anyone within this community to create wealth, real wealth, because of the larger numbers. So, um, I would encourage you to be part of that. Maybe you can be my security guard, as it were, with the skills that you bring, which is a thrill. I've
right.
done some fix and flips in my time. I've been in this game for over 20 years now. And
Mhm,
I got my feet wet with a fiveplex with the two duplexes and a single. And then
mhm,
moved on to over 100 doors and wrote a little book here, Cautionary Tales from Real Estate Investments, because I've just about made every mistake in the book. I
mhm,
think the main mistakes is in the past, I've been too risky and too much of in a hurry, And when you're in a hurry with real estate, with any of your transactions, you're likely to tread on a landmine. Yep,
right.
because you got to crawl through this landmine. There's lots of dangers and hurdles to get through. And so you have to tread carefully and always do your due diligence. And that's why there's lots of paperwork, which you mentioned as well, because so many people have been burnt in this space. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I misspoke. So fix and flips more of my DNA, and
Okay.
in my history as my family as my first look into it.
Yeah.
But the reality is I would love to start, a single family, multifamily. There actually are a few properties in my city that I drive by frequently.
Mm,
There's a multifamily property on land in a very popular area that needs to just be renovated because it has
mm.
gone into disrepair. Somebody stopped managing it. I
Well,
believe there was a bankruptcy involved, and so it's been sitting there for 20 years.
mm,
And it's essentially been, I mean, the windows are, old and broken and those types of things, but
yeah.
it it's one of those places where if it were renovated, it could become something really beautiful, and really great turnover. So it's,
Right.
yeah, it's just like getting enough people involved in the deal to actually pull it off.
Yeah.
Because the property as is already listed at like 389. There are 14 units, and they're all one bedroom. But if you knock down a wall, you could have a 2 or 3 bedroom unit and have some 1 bedroom units as well, and just kind of mix it up. So,
Mm. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the things that I'm thinking of are like, what are the opportunities near me that I
Right.
know I can be close to
Yeah.
and physically close to, and kind of monitor things if renovations were to take place,
Yeah.
because
I,
that's
I would
obviously a
encourage you
huge
to
thing.
find out who the owner is and see if you can creatively buy that property, and then you can network with others, raise the capital and get it done. Yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
amazing how many opportunities there are around us, and
Hmm.
certainly with your skills and experience, though, you can see realistically what needs to be done and what can be done,
Hmm.
to make it a fully functioning property and profitable, So,
Right.
yeah, excellent thoughts. Yeah,
Yeah, so there's definitely a fix and flip in that one particularly, but there are other properties near me as well that there are two right across the street from each other that are brilliant Airbnb opportunities. But
yeah,
it's just a matter of getting the funding and figuring out how to either pay people out through refinance, or if they want to be, partial owners and split, 50-50, that kind of thing. I just don't know what people are even open to, because I'm so new.
right, right.
So
And
I'm just
that
trying to
grows
figure that
over
out.
time. Yeah, you'll get that, and every deal is different as well. So it's not something you learn and that's it. It's a moving target, and depending on who you're talking to, what their goals and objectives are,
Mhm.
what's possible within the bounds of the property itself, and how the numbers work. So it's it's really stepping forward, taking that step, and picking up that phone, making that phone call and see what happens.
Mhm.
And if we go in with low expectations, is always a good thing because most of these deals they don't work out in the end, or they get so
Right.
far and they don't work. So, but some do, and those are the deals that change our lives, and remember my journey. I mean, I was at it every day and saw every multifamily in my city, Yeah.
Right.
And you learn a lot. You learn who's who in the process. So it's never really a waste of time, stepping
Hmm.
forward.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my YouTube channel in the chat there. I would very much like you to um, be part of our community, Matt, and see how we can help each other moving forward, And I'm going to put this video on that we've
Hmm.
talked, and don't worry, there's not everybody. Even though it's available to everybody, only one or two ever watch it. So
Sure,
it's
that's okay.
the community will as it grows in time, because they'll say, "Who's Matt Burnett?" Right? So you can use it as well, for your own branding and that, and as your calling card actually, if you want, anywhere where you like. So, do you have any thoughts or any questions on how I can help you?
Just
Or
just out of curiosity, I mean, how many properties do you have today?
just the one I live in right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote a little book. I lost over 100 doors. Very sad journey. Licked my wounds for 8 years. Got a little video on my channel there, who's Graham Norris. You'll be able to go
Hmm.
into more detail. I mean, this book is on Amazon if you're curious and more details. But
Hmm.
I intend to concentrate now, as I say, on large multi-families over 100 units. These range from anywhere from 10 million all the way up to 100 million and beyond. And it's a big team
Hmm.
sport, so um, you don't need money like any other real estate niche. We just have to find the money, right? So
Right.
the
Yeah.
rule is you don't pull money out of your pocket, you put money into your pocket. That's the goal of this game. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that was just curious. I'd love to stay connected in the future and find something to work together on. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was. And I like it. All right. Well, I wish you well. Don't hesitate to Matt to book another call with me. My eldest son is called Matthew, by the way.
Oh,
So
nice.
that sticks in my mind. So that
Yeah.
was our first choice.
It's
Yeah.
a good,
So
I'm partial, but I think it's pretty good.
yeah, it is. It is a good name. Yeah. All right. Well, have a great day, Matt, and great meeting you.
Yes. Thanks. Appreciate it. Have a good one.